Hey, check me out, bro. I wanted to give y'all like the reason why I don't smoke trees, bro. For real, for real. Like the neighborhood I grew up in, it was almost like written to fucking smoke trees. You know what I'm saying? Period. It's almost like when you grew up in the inner city and everybody's first dreams is basketball, football. You know what I'm saying? Teacher asks you in second, third grade, what you want to be? Oh, I'm gonna be a football player. I'm gonna be a basketball player. I'm gonna buy my mama a house. I'm gonna buy my mama a car, and I'm good. Like that was the whole story. Nigga want to talk about nothing academic. Oh, I'm gonna be a scientist. Nah, it was that's just how like the path of smoking weed was for me. And once you feel like you becoming a man, you know what I'm saying? In the middle school, the summer of going into high school, you feel like it's time, you know what I'm saying? Time to break your virginity, all that shit you seen on TV. It's time to, be like your older cousins and your uncles. So, I got high twice, bro. And it was all bad, bro. It was all bad. I remember my first time getting high, I was in 8th grade. Me and my cousin, bro. Me and my cousin going to a block party. And you know what I'm saying, we was trying to get right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, bro. A nigga always been able to talk to females or whatever and shit like that. But it was like, I was going to see a chick that I ain't had seen in a minute. She had went to a different school. You know what I'm saying? Nigga had the butterflies, the bubble guts, what do you want to call it. I was acting like a real hoe, bro. So my cousin, we definitely wasn't drinking at that age. My cousin, he was a real smoker. Even at 8th grade, bro. Like, he was doing like crack, what you would call like crackhead shit at 8th grade, like to you know what I'm saying, be able to get his trees, you know what I'm saying? This nigga was selling PS2 games. This nigga was beating niggas, playing niggas for money or for weed, you know what I'm saying? Playing the dope boys for weed and games of Madden and shit like that. Or NFL, you know what I'm saying? NFL 2K, when that was a thing back in the day. Not just Madden, it was NFL 2K before, you know what I'm saying? The fuck niggas, EA took the license, but that's a different story, another rant. But like, he was doing shit like that. Like, I remember he used to be like saying casual shit like, oh yeah, boy, you know what I'm saying, I'll roll up 2 J's before I go to sleep so I can smoke on the way to the bus stop. And it was like, that shit ain't like registered in, but it damn sure registered like later on in life. Like, damn boy, like that boy really had got hooked for real, for real. So get back to the story. So we catch the city bus, you know what I'm saying, and we about 10 minutes away from the party, whatever. You can start hearing that shit echoing and shit, DJ cutting up. So he was like, hey boy, I got that on me, man. Let's just, I want you to try it. Now, I don't recommend nobody being a follower, but this is my cousin, dog. Like, and I wanted to do it, and I felt like it was gonna put me in a zone where I could be like how the rap niggas be, bro, or how niggas say how, like, some of my most favorite music is like songs about getting high. You know what I'm saying? Bone Thugs and Harmony, all the Snoop songs and shit like that about how niggas be getting high with their old lady and chilling. So I'm like, man, if I get high, bro, I could just be on some vibe laid back shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, first off, I hit that hole. I almost dropped it, bro, because the shit was hot, bro. And I understand that it's fiery on the end of that hole, but I wasn't prepared. I almost dropped it. It could have turned into a fight if it would have broke apart. And my cousin, the big ass nigga, it would have ended up bad, right? So then I was like holding it, but I wasn't inhaling it. So I done hit that hole like 3 times to let it go. And I'm over here like, oh yeah, nigga, I ain't coughing woody whoop. You know what I'm saying? Thinking I'm a big dog. Then realizing, I'm like, bro, I don't feel nothing. He was like, nigga, you gotta inhale that shit. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So I did that, bro. It was all bad. Nigga, that bit coughing, bro. Like about to die, boy. I need some water, boy. People driving by, I'm on the side of the road, holding the light pole, about to die, bro. I felt like life was over. It was a terrible experience. Then it was like, that shit hit me like 15-20 minutes later, and I was just like spaced out. Like the music, it felt slow, and it's like they were playing like songs I knew, but it's like I couldn't stay on beat rapping the words when I'm in the spot. And the shorty smelled it on me, bro. I ain't think about that shit, bro. I ain't think about like, oh, she could smell it on me, cause everybody knew my cousin was smoking, you know what I'm saying? So she was looking at me like, damn, like, you done fell into that trap too. Like, this what you doing? I don't know this about you. Like, since when you smoke, since when you do that. And I couldn't even hide it, bro. I was like, Craig, are you high? Huh? Looking at the dog and shit. Like, it was bad, bro. It was a terrible experience. I couldn't finesse it. I couldn't hold a cool composure and shit. I'm trying to dance. I'm like slump, bro. I'm totally off beat. It was a terrible night, bro. Years later, you know what I'm saying? I meet a chick that's not my wife. Now, at the time, she was going through some shit with her parents, you feel me? And this is the second time I got high, you know what I'm saying? You know, she was going through her shit with her parents and shit, some abuse shit. So she used to smoke, you know what I'm saying? Real bad. She used to smoke, you know what I'm saying? Take the pain away, listen to music and smoke, whatever. So when she met me, we was together about 3 years. She stopped, boom. But she wasn't smoking like that whole entire 3 years. Like, once she met me and I didn't smoke, and she was able to tell me shit she was going through, her feelings, woody woo, you know what I'm saying? She ain't smoke no more. She felt like she could deal without it. So one day, you know what I'm saying, we got bored. Our neighbor always got trees. You know what I'm saying? My neighbor, he got that ganja, gray, he got whatever the fuck. Boy, that shit like it's coming straight from Jamaica, bruh. Like, you can smell that bitch when he got his door closed in his house. If he drive by in his car, you can smell it. Like, you could just, like, it, and this shit smells so good, bruh. So one day, you know what I'm saying, because I didn't want her to think I was judging. I was like, man, one day we should just watch the game or watch Netflix and get high once. You know what I'm saying? Go to the neighbor and get it. She was like, oh, you bullshitting. Man, that shit went around for like 2 months as a joke. Man, I went and threw that boy the money. Boy then broke that bit down in the grinder for me, you know what I'm saying? Now my old lady, she know how to roll up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That shit made me feel kind of weak because I didn't know how to do that shit low key, but I kept this shit to myself. So whatever the case, she rolled that shit up. Here go my dumb ass again. Not inhaling, just holding that bit, thinking I'm cool. Ain't getting nothing. We half through the blunt. We had two. We half through the blunt, ain't getting high again. She like, babe, you gotta inhale it. She over there feeling good, like, man, I wish your lame ass just make this an everyday thing and we'll be alright. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, but she about to backslide, you feel me? So I started inhaling that bitch again. Almost died at the kitchen table. Again, bitch. Almost died. Coughing, choking. Throat felt like it's feeling completely closed up. I can't take it. Got high. Cause I was planning on smashing high, like, oh shit, how, you know, niggas always say drunk sex or getting high and having sex, you know what I'm saying? It's the best shit. Man, bitch, and I hit that shit, grabbed me a couple juice and went to bed like a bitch on me, bruh. And I'm and it's like, bruh, it ain't no point in investing in me. It ain't point in me investing in no trees or going down that path if I can't take the high or I can't inhale the smoke. I can't hold that shit. I don't know if it's like alcohol where you gotta get broken in. You gotta work your way from mixed drinks to that Henny, that Patron and get through it. I don't know if it's the same way with trees, but it's a bad experience and that's why I don't do it. I got a whole bunch of homeboys that do it. They don't even bother passing my weak ass to blunt, bro. Real shit, bro. It's just something I can't get into. It is what it is, man. Let me know how y'all boys' first time getting high experience was, and do you dabble? Especially now that it's becoming legal like damn near everywhere. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'm out.